ScouterStan. Stepping into scouting as a new adult leader can feel overwhelming, but you're not alone. Every leader faces challenges, and today we're going to talk about the top 10 challenges and how to overcome them. The first one right off the bat is finding your place. Not knowing where to fit in to a troop, a pack, a crew, or a ship can be daunting. Quickly try to learn the leadership structure and ask questions and learn from experienced leaders. Most units will assign you a mentor to help you through the process. Now, this depends a lot on what you're doing within the unit. So knowing the place of scout facing or behind the scenes. A lot of that is committee and different departments within that committee. Knowing that, it's easier to go from behind the scenes to scout facing. It depends on the position that you're needed in. Number 2, balancing guidance versus taking over. There's a big problem with adult leaders that are trying to take over a youth program, especially within a troop or crew or ship. The youth are in charge. As an adult leader, you're there to guide and enable them to do the program they want. Adults guide, mentor. They don't lead youth programs. Now, depending on your position, if you're scout facing, that's true. If you are in something to do with the unit's committee, that you're dealing with adults and you're asked to take charge of something of that committee. So it's a little bit different. So balancing that out is the important part. Number 3, learning scout skills. So many adults were never scouts as a youth, and they don't have some of the scout skills, and they get worried that they're going to be put on stage to demonstrate something they don't know anything about. Don't worry. As a new leader, scout skills can be learned at the same time as the scouts are learning them. All the other training that you do as a scout leader, and of course your safeguarding youth training, formerly known as youth protection training, is critical to all adult leaders. So when a scout skill comes up, don't be afraid to learn right alongside the youth. Number 4, building confidence. So many adult leaders might get an imposter syndrome or feel that they or have a fear of messing up. Don't worry. Focus on progress, not perfection. And remember, the youth don't expect you to be flawless. They're grateful that you're there. And besides, if they laugh, they're laughing with you, not at you. Scouts are friendly and courteous. Number 5, managing parents' expectations. So many other parents will have questions and will like to hover over their own children and will push their own agenda. As a new scout leader, we need to recognize that and counsel that parent on that type of behavior, using clear communications and setting up boundaries between parents and scouts. This will help with the youth's own growth within the unit. Hey, before we go any further, I want to make sure that you know that you are invited to the campfire chat meeting we have each month on the first Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We get together around the campfire and talk about all kinds of scouting issues, and you have a reserved seat in the chat where you can ask questions of anyone on the live show. So you don't want to miss it. Let me take a moment to just thank all of the patrons on Patreon. They've been financially supporting this podcast for quite some time. Also, I want to thank all of the members of the YouTube channel that have also been supporting financially what we do here. If you have a moment, you can definitely check us out at ScouterStan.org. Okay, now that you got the information, let's head on back. Number 6, time commitment. It's a lot when you're an adult leader of balancing scouting with work and family life. The very first thing that a scout leader needs to do is to be able to say no sometimes, or not now. Delegation is a skill for all adults. There should be many things that are the responsibility among a lot of other leaders. Trying to do everything by yourself, all on your own, is a recipe for disaster and very quick burnout. Number 7, navigating the rules. It can be overwhelming, all of the different policies and procedures. But remember, scouting is not new. Everything has been written down, and there are guidelines and handbooks available for just about everything. 2 big ones for all scout leaders would be, of course, the Guide to Safe Scouting and the Guide to Advancement. These 2 guides help leaders focus on the program of scouting. And whenever in doubt, get clarification from your mentor, the committee chair, or any committee member. Number 8, working with other leaders. Sometimes there's a differing opinion or a clashing personality that comes up. Think on the Scout Oath and Law. Whenever facing difficulties, that tends to push the focus away from the scouts and scouting. It's important that we all agree and find a common ground where we can work together towards the goals of scouting. Number 9, communicating effectively. This is a huge thing in scouting, struggling to connect with both youth and adults. Always remember to keep messages clear, brief, and age appropriate. The hardest part of communications is listening. And when you listen, you really actually hear the words and are able to re-communicate its meaning. Always remember to listen as much as you talk. Number 10, celebrating small wins. Not recognizing those small achievements can make you feel discouraged, especially if you're trying to make everything go perfectly, realizing that perfection is not necessary or possible, especially if scouts are trying something new for the first time. Even if it doesn't succeed, celebrate the opportunity. Every scout leader starts somewhere. And challenges are part of the journey. With practice, training, and teamwork, you'll grow right alongside the scouts you serve. I personally want to thank you as being a new scout leader. We need you so much for the betterment of the scout unit. It's critical that you're there. It's critical that you've stepped up, and I'm proud of you. Keep up that good, hard work. We are building a better America, one scout at a time. Until next time, I'll see you on the trail.